So now that Donald Trump has been convicted of all 34 counts against him in the New York hush money trial, what do the polls say? Right? I mean, that's the big thing everybody cares about at this moment, is how is this going to impact his re-election chances? And if every single poll conducted since Thursday is any indication, Donald Trump is in some really big trouble. We have at least 4 new polls. We have a Reuters poll, we have an ABC Ipsos poll, we have a YouGov poll, we have a Morning Consult poll, and every single one of those polls found the same thing. Like, not even really any difference in any of these polls that talk to different people. All of them found that, 1, a majority of Americans believe that the trial was not only fair, but that the jury reached the correct conclusion. That in and of itself is the most remarkable part of this. Like, majority of people say, yep, Trump is wrong when he says the thing is rigged. It was a fair trial. And the jury came back with the right decision. Now, obviously, a majority of Republicans in these polls, in all of these polls, don't think that. Right? That is the one group where they're like, no, 68 to 72% believe, depending on the poll, that the whole thing was rigged. It's all unfair. The jury came to the wrong conclusion. But all of these polls did find that at least 10% of Republicans in every poll, some more than that, do believe that, oh, yeah, it was fair and the jury came to the right decision. And the Reuters poll actually found that 1 in 10 Republicans say that this conviction makes them much less likely to vote for Donald Trump. But it's not just the Republican issue that Donald Trump needs to worry about. All of these polls found similar findings among independent voters, and that's really the group that matters. Most Republicans say this isn't going to change our vote. Most Democrats say it's not going to change our vote. Independents, on the other hand, they now lean heavily towards Biden. Let me read you some of the results from different polls. The ABC News poll found that, Jesus Christ, you have, 49% who think that Trump should end his presidential campaign. So a plurality are like, yeah, he should just leave. We don't even want him in the race anymore. God, that is staggering. YouGov, 48% of independents think that he's guilty. 25% do not. That is a very, very large disparity there. Morning Consult, 52% of independents approve of the verdict, 33% disapprove. Reuters, you have, 21% of independents say they're much less likely to vote for Trump. So that's painful. You've got all of these independents out there. And those are the ones who are going to decide the election. Republicans know who they're voting for. Democrats know who they're voting for. It's the independents who are the people on the fence. Like, we don't know. We haven't been paying attention for 4 years. We're confused. But now they're like, well, I mean, this guy's got a felony conviction. He's got 34 felony convictions technically. So we're not going to vote for him. And again, 49% are like, yeah, he should just drop out right now, according to the ABC News poll. This is very bad for Donald Trump, especially when the polling aggregates show that he's only beating President Biden by 1.2 points right now. This is enough to sway that. The 1 in 10 Republicans in the Reuters poll who say they will not vote for him now, that is enough to tank him. Even if the independent numbers had stayed the same, losing 10% of your own Republican base, losing 10% of your own base in any election is likely enough to destroy your campaign. So things are very bad for Donald Trump. And I imagine once we get to that sentencing on July 11th, these polls are going to be even worse for him as we get closer to the election. Hey everybody, I don't know if you've noticed this, but we are closing in on a pretty major milestone here at Fair and Balanced as we approach 500,000 subscribers. But we're not there yet, and we definitely need your support. So if you're not already, please do subscribe to the channel, and don't forget, like and comment on the videos and share them as widely as possible.